My name is Derek Mon, and I'm a communicator.
I'm Jay Blackwood, and I'm a communicator.
My name's Eric Morales, and I'm the organizer.
Hi, my name is Harley Rodriguez, and I'm the filmer.
Hi, I'm Derek Kassar, and I'm the creative.
I'm Jesse Elias, and I got the leader.
Hi, so we're here with Delaney, and we're going to be questioning her about the legalization of marijuana. First things first, Delaney, just want to make sure you're okay being filmed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome. With that being said, we'd just like to know your personal stance on the legalization of marijuana.
I'd support it, and I think it'd be like kind of good for the economy, like to tax it like how they do with alcohol and stuff. But yeah.
Cool. Have you heard any of the evidence against marijuana stating that it could be a gateway drug or it could get kids into different sort of more intense drugs?
I've heard about it, but I haven't like looked into like actual numbers or research or anything.
Okay. So if you maybe were thinking that the legalization of marijuana could increase the amount of kids that have access to that drug just as alcohol is today, would that possibly change your mind and into thinking the other direction?
I mean, if you really want it, you can get it anywhere, to be honest. So, I mean, I think just legalization would, like, you could set up laws and, like, kind of ensure it'd be safer use so that kids aren't getting it the way they are, like, on the streets or whatever. But even with legalization, like, underage kids are going to get it, like, people who aren't supposed to get it are going to get it.
So you're saying whether it's legal or not,
if you really,
there's ways to get a hold of it?
Yeah, if you really want it, you can get it.
What about the possible risk of like addiction for those kids that do obtain it?
I mean, addiction's possible with anything, but if it's legal, I think kids will be more willing to like go get help, and like programs would be created to help like get like people who are addicted to help some of them up, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
So today we're doing conduct some research on the legalization of marijuana and people's opinions about it. We're here with Emily, and she just is going to help us out today. So Emily, are you okay with being filmed?
Yes.
Awesome. So with that being said, we'd just like to know your personal stance on the legalization of marijuana.
Okay. My personal stance is I'm in support of it. I think that would generate a lot of money for California specifically. I think there are some problems that come with it. Colorado said, I don't know if it's true, I don't know what websites teachers are getting it from, but I've heard a lot of teachers saying, oh, well, there's more traffic accidents, there's more violations, blah, blah.
Like weed DUIs and things like that.
Yeah, DUIs and stuff like that. I don't know how I feel about weed DUI being the same as alcohol, but I do think that it could impair drivers, but overall I'm in support of it.
What about the possibility of younger kids, once they get a hold of it, possibly getting addicted or maybe leading it to a gateway
They're
drug?
gonna do it anyway.
There you go.
They're gonna do it illegally anyway, and I don't think it's addictive. I think that in moderation, it can be good for you, can be used for medical purposes, but even as recreational, I don't think it's addictive.
So you sound like you're fairly researched just in the ways marijuana has already been legalized and the effects it's had. Have you heard any of the research stating that it could be detrimental to like your mental health?
Yeah, memory loss, loss of just brain cells, sugar was in there. But definitely memory loss, and that's something that I think people should know is, if you're gonna drink alcohol, you're gonna kill your liver. If you're gonna smoke weed, you're gonna be not there a little bit. So I think if people know the negative consequences and are educated, do what you're gonna do. People smoke cigarettes anyway, and that kills them.
So even knowing all the detrimental effects, you still think that it should be something that should be legal and for recreational use?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Welcome.
So first things first, are you okay being filmed?
Yeah, I'm totally fine.
Okay, cool. So we're just conducting some research today, getting people's opinions on their legalization of marijuana. So we just wanted to see, what your thoughts were on the subject.
I thought it'd be pretty cool. I mean, I'm a supporter of marijuana myself. I mean, I guess it's all right now that we need a rec, but I mean, I feel like it'll be taxed a lot once it's legalized, so I'm kind of feeling like it shouldn't be legalized, you know what I'm saying? So like, I don't know. I mean, I guess it'd be cool.
Do you think, sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, do you think the legalization could kind of increase the chances that children get a hold of the drug and it could possibly harm them?
Yeah, possibly, honestly. It'll probably increase the chance of kids.
So, with that being said, with children able to get a hold of it more, there's some possible detrimental health effects. Would that be something that could sway you from wanting to legalize it?
Yeah, I guess, because it's the children, so I guess you could see it that way. So yeah.
You have anything to add?
I mean, even like just like he said, detrimental health effects. I mean, a lot of kids at younger times. I mean, just like alcohol use, it's kind of hard to control it when you first get your hands on it. So could lead to maybe other drugs or possibly addiction to it
Because it is a
themselves.
gateway drug. I mean,
Yeah.
people say it leads to very much. So
Yeah. It's crazy.
Perfect. Well, that's all we need.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
you're welcome.
Right, we're here with
Nicholas
here, and we were just going to ask if Nicholas, if you're okay with being on camera.
Sure.
Awesome. We're just gonna we've been asking people just their thoughts and opinions on the legalization of marijuana. With that being said, we'd just like to know a little bit of your personal judgment on that matter.
All right. Do you have any questions? Or?
No, just your personal.
Well, just what are your thoughts? Where do you stand on the issue?
I don't know. I think it'd be hard to go through school with everyone on marijuana. Maybe keeping it illegal might help as I go through college.
Gotcha. So you're saying, more keep it illegal because it could be distracting, could, tempt people away from academic purposes?
Yeah.
Okay, so that could be one stance. Have you heard any of the research that states that marijuana is good for medicinal use and could help cure illnesses? There's many research on people who have cancer, using cannabis as a way to kind of help cope with their chemotherapy.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that issue, that could be a personal, a beneficial way to use it after it's legalized?
Yeah. People that need it, I think, are already getting it through doctors and everything. And the people that don't need it.
Well, that's through the medicinal legalization. It's legalized for medicinal uses. We're talking either completely illegal or, for recreational medical use.
Oh, completely.
Yeah.
For everyone.
Making it even more illegal than it is now.
Yeah. So basically, would you want more recreational use, or would you want complete illegalization?
I mean, I guess like most people, I like stand on the in between. I guess recreational in the designated areas is probably fine, and then like the current system with doctors, people that need it, like I said, are already getting it. But I guess having it let it be a little more legal, but in certain areas.
So you're saying kind of let it be legal for people who need it.
Yeah, and maybe recreational in designated areas.
Yeah. Awesome.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yep.
As long as it's not everywhere.
Yeah. No problem. Thank you.
Alright.
All right, so we're here with Jenna, right? Awesome. And we just would like to get your consent on video now, just to make sure you're okay with
it's all
it.
good.
Awesome. So with that being said, we are just going around and asking people their stance on the legalization of marijuana. We'd just like to know your personal thought on that matter.
Yeah, I'd say that legalization is okay. At this point, I think like research on the drug is pretty sufficient enough to prove it's not dangerous. But I guess there is, the added fear of like, driving under the influence on marijuana, because that could just add to DUIs and things like that.
So there's a lot of research on both sides of the matter. That's why it's so controversial. But some of the things that we found in particular when we were conducting our research was that marijuana is very notorious for being a gateway drug. So with the legalization, it could become more available to kids, and
Possibly lead to addiction as well.
yes, when kids get hold on the drug, it can be very detrimental to their health and can lead to addiction as well. So what are your thoughts on the possibility of it being a gateway drug and leading to more intense things?
Yeah, I do agree that if you are doing more intense drugs, there's a very good chance that you started with marijuana. But if you are just smoking marijuana, there's also a very good chance that you're not going to go to those intense drugs. But I do think that marijuana is a gateway drug. And you said something else?
Yeah, we were just saying with the legalization, it's more readily available to children. Do you think that might be a possible way to not legalize it?
No, because it's readily to children either way.
Yeah.
Just as much as alcohol or cigarettes are ready.
Even like in the matter that when kids first turn 21, they sometimes go a little crazy, a little haywire with the possession of alcohol. So you think that could possibly have the same effect if marijuana was legalized as well?
No, because I think most kids go crazy with alcohol when they're like 16. But
So you're saying regardless if it's legal or not, people can get a hold of it?
yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Because that's just the same with other things.
Perfect, thank you.
All right.
So much.
Great.
Okay, so first things first, just want to make sure you're okay being filmed today.
Yeah, not a problem.
Okay, so we're conducting research, just gathering people's opinions on the legalization of marijuana and what they think about the issue, any opinions or research that they might know about that could back them up.
Okay.
But with that being said, we just would like to know your personal stance on the matter.
I don't know. I think it should be legal. I mean, I'm older than you guys, and I smoked pot when I was younger, and it turned out fairly well, I guess you'd say. I think you'd say. I think it should be legalized. Maybe at a certain age, maybe 21, like liquor or something like that. But overall, I think it should be legalized.
So you're coming more from like a personal stance, saying, I've done it in the past. It's not really been detrimental to my life. I've turned out okay, so.
That's right. I don't think it leads to hardcore drugs or anything like some people say. If you're going to do drugs, you're going to do drugs. I don't think if you smoke pot, that's going to push you towards anything else. That's really about it.
So one thing that people who would be against legalization of marijuana would say is, with the legalization, you're right, if you're going to do drugs, you're going to get a hold of them. But with the legalization, they say it could become more available to children who could possibly, abuse them or become addicted. Do you see any backing to that?
Not really. Parents have alcohol in their house, liquor cabinets, and the kids maybe get into those or they don't get into those. So I don't really see where that's really a correlation for me. I just don't see where there's anything to do with that.
Even with possibilization of or possibility of maybe people, once they get more kids get more their hands on marijuana, they could possibly lead to more weed DUIs or anything like that, just more danger on the road or anything like that.
Well, they're going to have the same laws as you have with alcohol. You can't get high or get drunk and drive. You can't be high and drive, and even not for children necessarily, but even in the workplace, you can't go to work high. The insurance companies, whoever's insuring the people there, aren't going to like that so much. You can't go to work drunk. You can't go to work high. I don't know. It's the same thing as alcohol to me. I don't see any difference with it.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Yep.